Hello, everyone. Welcome to the video today. It makes me very glad you could join me. Today we will explore a topic that is not typically covered but still is intriguing and very sad at the same time. We will be looking at why senior narcissists often suffer so much. Many people never give this much thought, but once you start to examine it, you find how closely it relates to human nature, psychology, and the unavoidable consequences of aging. So let us settle in and explore this difficult topic together. Let us first remind oneself just what narcissism is. Fundamentally, narcissism is a personality attribute. In some situations, it is a disorder called narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. Usually, narcissists hold they are better than others. Though ironically quite delicate beneath their arrogant exterior, they typically expect too much attention, praise, and affirmation. Their sense of identity is based on these outside sources of validation. They need others to reflect back their value. Most of their life, many narcissists are able to fit in society by using their charm, manipulative techniques, and well-developed confidence and success image. Whether in personal relationships, friendships, or even business environments, they frequently surround themselves with people that feed their ego. Many times, people flourish in surroundings that let them really shine. But what we see in the young or middle-aged years of a narcissist is usually only a facade, an appearance that hides the great underlying insecurity and lack of self-love. An empty center, always yearning to be filled from the outside. Why therefore, as people age, do narcissists suffer so much? It boils down to their dependency on outside validation and their brittle sense of value. Whether it's their appearance, their work accomplishments, or their social status, narcissists spend their whole life depending on outside variables. One by one, these are the very things age removes. Entering later phases of life, narcissists begin to lose the outward markers that once defined their value and lack the internal resources, emotional depth, or meaningful relationships that would enable them to gently adjust to these changes. The physical aging process is among the most clear-cut elements involved. Many narcissists are quite proud of their looks. Whether it's their young beauty, elegant look, or physical health, their appearance helps them to attract attention and appreciation. Time, as we all know, does, nevertheless, wear on the body. Wrinkles develop, hair becomes gray, and the body loses its former functioning. Most individuals find this to be a challenging change, but for narcissists it may be rather destructive. Their outside look, which might have been their main source of affirmation, starts to fade and they discover they are losing control over the exact thing that gave them power. Aging feels to narcissists like an existential threat. It is not merely a normal aspect of existence. Their appearance has become so much a part of their identity that the aging process seems to be attacking their sense of self. Though these attempts can only go so far, they might try to fight it with plastic surgery, extreme exercise programs, or excessive grooming. The more clearly aging's symptoms show, the more nervous, unhappy, or even angry one may grow. Once a cause of respect and interest, the body starts to cause embarrassment and frustration. Another area where narcissists sometimes suffer greatly as they become older is their careers. Narcissists often judge their own value in relation to outside accomplishments, job titles, professional honors, or financial success. Early on, they might have been able to ascend the corporate ladder, accumulating accolades and respect along the way. But their professional usefulness might start to fade as they become older. Younger, more aspirational people start to replace more seasoned, less ambitious people. Once a source of pride, their career achievements might not seem as outstanding. For a narcissist, this is catastrophic. Their professional identification, which they have developed their ego around, starts to fall apart. Aging directly challenges their value as a human being if they have spent their whole life seeing achievement as a zero-sum game, where they must always be the best, most admired, and most powerful. Particularly after retirement, narcissists may have great difficulty since it marks the loss of their professional identity and the accompanying respect. They might find purpose outside of their employment, and losing status can feel intolerable. The breakdown of personal ties is another crucial factor explaining why narcissists suffer so much as they become older. Often with a transactional attitude, narcissists approach relationships. People are seen by them as sources of narcissistic supply, that is, as objects of admiration, affirmation, and attention. This tendency can eventually sour or even ruin their relationships. Friends, relatives, and love partners may become weary of being exploited and controlled and finally separate from the narcissist. Early in life, narcissists might be able to locate fresh sources of narcissistic supply to replace those who have gone, but as they get older this gets more challenging. Their charm and magnetism might not be as strong as they once were, and they could discover that people are less ready to tolerate their self-centered behavior. As their social circle contracts, narcissists may grow more alienated and frequently left without the close. Deep relationships that keep most people through later phases of life. Loneliness can strike anyone. For someone who depends on the attention of others, this is more distressing. Aging also compels narcissists to face vulnerability, something they have avoided all their life. Narcissists detest being dependent on anything. Although they take great satisfaction in their supposed control and superiority, aging removes that control in ways they cannot overlook. Part of the aging process are health issues, decreased vitality, and the need of help from others. Being vulnerable presents a great threat to a narcissist since it goes against what they have developed their personality around. Loss of control can set off emotions of fury and hopelessness. They could snap at others around them, attributing their failing condition on others. Sometimes they could even descend into extreme hopelessness since they cannot keep the impression of invincibility they formerly portrayed. For narcissists, who view death as the ultimate loss of control and the greatest blow to their ego, it might cause persistent worry even if most others learn to accept and manage with time. Lack of emotional resilience is another main factor causing narcissists great suffering in old age. Many times, narcissists avoid confronting their feelings in a sensible manner over their lifetime. By emphasizing outside success and affirmation, they stifle emotions of anxiety, dread, and inadequacy. Aging, bereavement, and disappointment are just a few of the unavoidable difficulties of life that people need emotional tools for handling. When they grow older and have to face these facts, they lack the emotional depth or coping skills to manage them. Feelings of vulnerability, loss, and insignificance, the exact things they have avoided all their life, come screaming to the surface. As individuals come to see they have wasted their life following shallow ambitions that no longer bring them satisfaction or fulfillment, they may develop hopelessness or even depression. Fascinatingly, some of the exact qualities that let narcissists flourish in their early years, charm, deception, and an exaggerated sense of self, become liabilities as they become older. Once appreciated for their confidence and drive, many may find these qualities to be conceit, entitlement, and an inability to adjust as they age older. The inability of the narcissist to develop emotionally will alienate them from others around them, therefore isolating and souring them more and more. Many people find that aging also marks a period of personal development. Aging can bring a sense of calm, knowledge, and acceptance for individuals who have spent their life creating deep relationships, emotional resilience, and internal sources of self-worth. Aging can, however, seem like a betrayal to narcissists, those who have concentrated on outside approval and control. Their demands are not met by the planet they formerly controlled. Hence the reality of their own mortality becomes impossible to overlook. Sometimes age causes a narcissist to consider their life and start the challenging journey of reform. They might come to see that their former approach of dealing with the world, through control, manipulation, and a continuous demand for appreciation, was finally insufficient. This can cause a change of viewpoint. With work, they could begin to grow in more significant relationships and a better sense of self. But since narcissism is so profoundly rooted in their mentality, this kind of change is unusual and usually follows only after a lot of pain. Ultimately, narcissists suffer greatly in old age since aging compels them to face the exact things they have spent their life avoiding: vulnerability, loss of control, and the desire for real human connection. Their career success, appearance, or social power all help to define who they are. Without these things, they have an empty sense of self from which to draw no support. While most individuals find aging to be a normal aspect of life, narcissists view it as a personal failing. Their anguish reflects the emptiness they have carried inside them all along. Without the means to adjust, they are left battling in ways others could not quite comprehend. I appreciate you all hanging with me through this thorough and challenging conversation. Though it's a difficult subject, it's one that you should pay close attention to, particularly if you have ever pondered why some people battle the aging process so severely. I value your time and your eagerness to travel over these psychological subjects with me. Leave your ideas and experiences in the comments. Let's keep this dialogue alive. Look after yourself and those around you till next time. Again, thank you for viewing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the video today. It makes me very glad you could join me. Today we will explore a topic that is not typically covered but still is intriguing and very sad at the same time.